Hello, everyone. Welcome. I like to give it a second. YouTube like some extra seconds at the beginning. I'm Bill from cruisehabit.com. This is Larissa.
Hi.
Okay. And
Starting well.
starting well, and we are live on board Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady with a modest drink.
It's mostly ice, I promise.
We'll find out if she makes it through the broadcast. We are here at a venue called the Loose Cannon, and it is kind of a roughly nautical theme, not really nautical theme, ocean thing. I don't know. It feels kind of northeast seaboard in the colors, but it's a theme bar here on Scarlet Lady. Scarlet Lady is the newest cruise ship out there. She is the first ship for the brand new cruise line, Virgin Voyages. They call it adult by design, so everyone on board is 18 up, 21 up. I should know that, but it is adults only here on Scarlet Lady. We're actually on the final full day of our cruise. This is a 4-night cruise, the very first regular revenue sailing out of their home port of Port Miami. And been having a fantastic time. We're in Bimini yesterday, Nassau the day before that. And really enjoying everything. You know, it's so rare that you get to experience a brand new cruise line. Never mind a new ship. That's fun. That's exciting. A classic ship, brand new cruise line. So we're really excited to be on board. We've been live blogging the experience over at cruisehabit.com. Make sure you check that out. We've got information about Virgin Voyages, our daily live blog, plus lots more cruise info and tips. Brett, arm is feeling well. We'll get to why Brett's asking that question in just a moment, actually.
We didn't swim back to the ship yesterday, so just to make that
very
clear.
Tiring.
Very tired.
So there have been a number of things that people have asked us about Virgin Voyages. I started a thread on the cruise subreddit over on reddit.com. People were asking me a lot of questions. You guys have reached out on YouTube and comments on the site, on social media. So I want to go through just in the next couple of minutes. It's not going to be a long video. We'll be putting out more videos with polished, edited content, more cohesive thoughts. but I wanted to put some initial thoughts together answering some of those big questions that people have asked about Virgin Voyages. And you know what, we're going to start off maybe with a less exciting part, but something's come up a lot, and that is the staterooms, the cabins on board. Now for this sailing, we're in a regular, what they call sea terrace, a veranda stateroom. So the type of stateroom we're in, it is the most common on board this ship. And I'll tell you first the things that people said that from pictures. So it's not enough storage, it's too small, the bathroom's too small, it looks like IKEA, feels cheap. Those are the things that I heard, like, you know, from pictures and renderings when stuff first came out. And our experience so far is that, one, the cabin's been comfortable.
Yeah.
Very comfortable, in fact.
The bed was quite comfortable. In general.
Firm, but comfortable. You know, the decor is significantly more modern, a lot of clean lines.
We kind of like that, though. So that's, I mean, we know people complain about it that it looks like IKEA. I personally like that look.
Yeah, it doesn't look cheap.
And it doesn't look cheap. It's just very modern and clean lines.
Now, storage, people talked about the storage on board. I will say, it is very unusual that within the stateroom itself, not talking about the closet, there's not really storage. And I was concerned about that.
You know what? There are no drawers. That's what people are complaining
about.
There's
one extra cubby by the mini fridge, by the mini bar.
Yeah, there's a cubby by the mini bar. So it's really, there's no like drawers to put away folded clothes in. But
that's just in the main part of the cabin. And you know what? I find that a little weird. It keeps it a little hard to keep things as tidy as I would personally like. But ultimately, when we unpacked all of our stuff for this 4-night cruise, including camera and audio equipment and whatnot, plenty of space because there's a large closet with a bunch of cubbies in that closet and a little storage shelf thing in the closet. So once we did that, it was fine.
And we use packing cubes anyway, so that makes it easier to keep things tidy. So that's a good idea.
The bathroom, I will say, is a very small bathroom for a modern ship. Again, this is in the standard ship. They have suites that are just incredible, and they have even some larger non-suite staterooms. We're going to be staying in some of those on future voyages, future sailings with Virgin Voyages. But the bathroom, while it is very small for a modern cruise ship, the shower is actually on par with the shower size on Edge, which is very good. I mean,
it's for large.
You can wash your hair and not smash your elbows.
It works for tall people, and the shower heads are
good water pressure.
Really
Deluge
good water
shower
pressure.
head plus a handheld one. So the shower, and to me, that's the most important part of the bathroom when it comes to size, is great. There's a little issue. Some people talk about water leakage from the shower. They're definitely gonna have to redo the seals on these, but that's fine.
Yeah,
when they turn over the room, everything's dry, so no problem. And in fact, when you want your room turned over, if you want your bedding done or whatever, new towels, you just hit a button in the app. We'll go into that and more again later. So I don't want to get too much into cabins. Oh, you should also know all the veranda staterooms have a hammock. Pretty cool layout.
And they're really
the hammock.
comfy. Yeah, it's been fun. We
Look on Instagram from the first day of sailing. You'll see how not graceful I was getting into the hammock.
Billy had a
That's
little
okay.
trouble, but just with hammocks in general.
Yeah.
So,
It's not them, it's me. Next up, food. So food is highly subjective. Whether you're talking about a cruise or anything else, food is highly subjective. I will say that in my experience on well over 100 cruises across, 13 different lines or something like that, this was one of the better food experiences I've had on any cruise ship. And I'd put them up there with, not just premium lines, but I mean,
I put them on par with Oceana.
yeah, very different type of cuisine.
Yeah.
But
similarly
generally the quality.
great quality.
No, I'll say there have been a couple misses here and there. It's their first cruise out of the home port. Honestly, I expect a few misses, but generally speaking, the quality of food has been excellent. All the dining is complimentary on board Scarlet Lady. There's no concept of a main dining room. There's just a bunch of different restaurants. Some like there's also grab and go stuff. There's a food hall type venue. A lot of different things, but good quality food and like that. I'll talk about ports and the app very briefly, and then we'll go into what we did last night specifically. And I'll give you a clue. That involves doing something that I can almost guarantee if you're watching this, you've never done on a cruise ship. Oh, but Billy, I've been on a lot of cruises. You've probably never done this on a cruise ship.
It's the first time we did it on a cruise ship.
Yep. So of course, this stopped at Nassau and Bimini. Nassau, I had every intention of getting off and just hitting a couple local businesses, support the local economy. I think there's actually some nice spots in Nassau. I like taking a quick walk. I got distracted by shots of tequila. Ended up at the pool all day. But we had a great day. And you know what? I noticed a lot of people did. Today is a sea day, and I was out by the pool. Now, granted, it's not as pretty today as it was the day we're in Nassau, but it's not raining or anything. And there were more people at the pool today on Nassau, I think, just doing. And listen, people on this cruise came on this cruise mostly to experience a new cruise line.
And to experience the ship.
So that doesn't surprise me. Now, yesterday we went to Bimini. Bimini's been increasingly popular for cruise ships, very close to South Florida. We actually saw the ferry that runs between our hometown and Bimini while we're in port. But the stop is mostly so that you can go anywhere you want, but mostly so that you can go to the Bimini Beach Club, which is a venue that for while Virgin Voyages are in port, they designed it, they built it. It's exclusively for them. Nowadays that the ship is not in port, the nearby Hilton, I believe, has some use of it. But when ship's in port, it's just for you, and it is a bespoke venue for Virgin Voyages guests. It doesn't give you the private island experience. It feels less tropical oasis, more, well, as the name implies, a beach club, I thought, right? I put some thoughts about it into the live blog from yesterday. You can check that out at cruisehabit.com. I thought it was very pretty. The food on the island was good. Decent service. Wi-Fi works great there.
A lot of champagne.
A lot of champagne. We made them run out of bottles of champagne.
Shannon. Yeah, that particular champagne,
They went back to the ship to get more, but it was... check that out. It was interesting. Check out our Instagram for pictures of that experience.
It was more the aftermath because I think it's just a bunch of corks.
Yeah. So, anywho, the one thing that did strike me, while it was a nice experience, Virgin marketed it as being like Ibiza or Ibiza, depending on who you ask, and I didn't get that kind of feeling. However, we didn't stay late, and we didn't leave. The ship didn't leave until midnight, and there was a nighttime beach party with a big bonfire. I feel like that might have changed the experience for us. So we loved it. We had a great time there during the day. It has a really nice beach, nice pools, all sorts of nice amenities. But
on the next time we're on, we'll definitely
we're
have
back
to
in
do the
December.
bonfire
We'll
thing.
definitely be hanging out at night. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we had to come back early. Why? Well, because we did something that we've never done on a ship. That you've never done on a ship. I'm looking at you. But we're going to talk about one more
Unless
thing.
you're on this ship right now and watching us for some reason,
odds
in
are
which
not
case
good.
just don't, because you should be enjoying the ship.
Yes. Watch later, though.
Watch later, definitely watch.
But before I discuss that, I'm going to keep teasing it. One last thing, and I want to talk about the app because while there are a couple little things, again, it's the first revenue cruise from the home port, a couple little quirks with the app. Wow, they're doing it right. They're doing stuff that some land resorts do. We talked about it on our review of the Rio Palace Peninsula Resort in Cancun. Check that out. We have 2 YouTube videos about that. If you want the short version, 15 minutes, or you want to know everything in 45 minutes, be sure to check that out later. Cruise lines have not been using apps for customer service, and I don't get it. I actually had a talk with some Royal Caribbean executives at Sea Trade, an industry event, a week or so ago, and they admitted that that's something they needed to work on. If you need something from customer service, sailor services they call it on Virgin Voyages, you can send them a message. But for a lot of things, you don't even need to send them a message from your phone. You can go into the app, and like Larissa she did some pre-packing and said, okay, I want somebody to clean the room. I open the app, room, clean.
Yeah.
They're on it. I had a problem with our tablet that controls all the lighting and the TV and the AC and other stuff in the room. Had a problem with that yesterday. It wasn't charging right. Did the same thing. I was walking around the ship, or as I was getting off the ship, hit a couple buttons. They came, they fixed it, they let me know when it was done. They're hitting it out of the park. You can also shake the app for champagne. Literally, open the app, shake your phone. They bring you champagne wherever you are. That's cool. And you can, of course, make reservations, view schedules, things like that. But the fact that they're integrating customer service, the way they approach dining on this line, those are the big things that I think are industry-changing things, good for competition, good for you guys, for us as guests. We're regular guests. This is revenue sailing. We weren't invited here or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to mention the app, is because of that. Some of these other flashy things with entertainment that you'll see and that we've written about, they may come and go. We'll see what sticks, what doesn't. But those are the big things.
I feel like there are certain things that they're really marketing as being truly different that might be different or might just be like kind of rebranded their way, but something that already exists on some ships. But the app was one thing in particular with the way that they're using it that I think is truly game-changing. And I feel like that's less flashy to talk about in marketing materials and things like that. Yeah. But it is, they've done a very good job of it. So.
Absolutely. So finally, the thing that we did last night, the reason we didn't stay out late at Bimini Beach Club, even though we really wanted to, is because Virgin Voyages they will have on all of their ships, and they do have on Scarlet Lady, so it's currently the first and only cruise ship in the world with a tattoo parlor.
And we had appointments to get our tattoos.
So we both got tattoos last night on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I've watched for decades as the cruise industry has evolved and all sorts of things that you go, didn't think I'd see that, go-karts and stuff like that on a cruise ship. Didn't think I'd see that on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
This is one I really didn't think.
And actually, I think somebody asked how our arms were feeling, and that's why they were, that's what the question was. I believe it was Brett.
It was Brett, yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, hi, Jose. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. So let's see. Oh, and there were some other.
Keith was on as well. There's a few people saying.
So, certainly the tattoos. It was great. They rotate through different artists from big name tattoo parlors in New York, Miami, and other places in the world. Once travel becomes a little bit easier and such.
There's a Brazilian tattoo artist actually in the shop right
Miami
now
Beach.
from Miami Beach, and then the guy that did our tattoos is from Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience, and I wrote about it a bit over on cruisehabit.com and the live blog. But you can see my entire tattoo experience, and hear me talk about what getting tattooed is like and what it's like on the ship. Justin, the tattoo artist that was working on me, he talked a bit because we live streamed the entire tattooing. On
tattoo,
Facebook, and I talked about it and answered your question. So check that out. Just look in the past videos on the Facebook page, or there's a link in the latest live blog.
Yeah.
Brett,
I can show mine. Mine is in the easiest spot to show. His
mine's
is
on
a
my
little
shoulder
covered.
right now.
Yeah.
Pull the shirt up right now.
But this is mine, and it's got I have the like kind of barrier.
There's a clear bandage
on
over
top
right
of it,
now,
like
so it
clear
might look kind of
bandage.
funny, but
yeah, but it's a ship. And it's a little red. The red is not in there. That's just my skin does that.
So yeah, that was very cool. Any time spent on the large sunbathing net. So here's the thing about that net. I just took some more pictures and video that actually I'll put on Instagram as soon as I wrap up this video. It's really cool that it's there.
We're
You
not
can look down over the ocean.
people either, so that's another
Well, that's
thing
yeah.
a little bit. But I was there last night and I tried sitting on it for a little bit.
It is, you can't walk. So they tell you, oh, no footwear on the net. Oh, yeah, I get it. Cool. It hurts a lot to walk on. You could never really lay on
You
it.
can get kind of settled after a little bit, but they're like
How
hard.
they're gonna
beams.
work that out. So it's really cool to look at. Here's the great thing. To me, that net is not the attraction of that deck. That's called the Athletic Club Deck 16 all the way aft. And there's a lot of very comfy seating. There's a big bar, beautiful views, the entire edge all around that outdoor venue is padded with these really wide, it's almost like continuous daybed kind of situation.
Yeah.
And you can sit down, you can lay down, you can stand and look over the edge. It's a beautiful venue. So what's funny is that catamaran net. I think everyone goes to see that catamaran net, and they go, oh, that hurts to walk on. Whatever. Neat,
And then
I
they go
guess.
over to the
and then hang out in that
couches.
area. It's really a nice area. The Athletic Club Deck 16 aft. Michelle, you don't like tattoos at all, but plenty to do. No one will make you get tattooed.
You're not.
Almost
Yeah, it's not
guaranteed.
required.
But yeah, there's plenty to do. There are a lot of different entertainment options. You might be able to hear going on behind us. There's actually like an arcade, like adult arcade, if you will, with all of the games complimentary. There's air hockey going on. I'm surprised. I mean, air hockey, and it doesn't cost anything. I'm shocked we haven't done that yet. I like air
The
hockey.
fact that almost everything is included is
Yeah, with
really
Virgin
lovely.
Voyages, with the exception of drinks,
There's like
pretty much everything's
the
included.
spa.
Your
There's-
Wi-Fi,
the
well,
spa's not
spa.
included.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
certain areas that you do have to pay like a day
But Wi-Fi, tips,
for. Restaurants,
all of the dining,
all of the food.
that's all included. The experience at Bimini Beach Club, that's all included. So pretty cool.
And the
pretty cool
food
value prop in that
has
one.
just been amazing at almost every venue. So that's another good thing I think they're doing. Oh, so this.
Take care.
Bye. These are some friends actually I met on the net last night. The catamaran net. They were really nice people. I gotta look at the name again because I keep forgetting it. It is the Scarlet's Castaway.
Let me give a better angle of this.
Yeah,
real
it's
quick.
beautiful. There's like little mermaid tails in there that are, I think, gummies, and there's some cherries, and
I don't think Larissa realized until he got like a bowl that there was a
I didn't know
commitment
it
to
was
this
gonna.
beverage.
Well, no, but it's not that much. It's not that much booze.
Yeah,
it's actually mostly ice in its presentation. So, I saw him pour. It's a shot of rum, and like, yeah, it's not that or not rum. I'm sorry, it's gin. So, it's beefeater gin, mezcal. Allspice graham. There's lime juice, grapefruit juice, cinnamon simple syrup, and grapefruit bitters. It's
Make it at
very,
home.
very, very tasty.
We'll send you the bowl for small.
We'll send you the bowl.
If you watched that tattoo video, thank you
Delicious.
for watching. I appreciate it very much. So yeah, that's just a very brief something. There's so much to talk about. I'm sure we're going to be doing lots of other videos and posts about our experience here on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. We're going to be back on December 10th on board the same ship. We've got, I think, 2 cruises between now and then, actually. In a few weeks,
That's nuts.
Odyssey of the Seas.
Yeah.
October
Yeah.
31st.
Oh, another Odyssey.
And
I'm so excited.
then Sky Princess, November 20th, before we're back on board here, December 10th. And then the Cruise Habit Group Cruise on Celebrity Apex, January 8th. Still space available with some awesome rates and perks. Please,
ApexGroupCruise.com.
absolutely, ApexGroupCruise.com. Come
If you're
sail with
interested.
us. We'll hang out, or you don't have to hang out. Just take advantage of the perk. That's okay too.
Yeah, we've got some good
But
perks
looking
coming
really
through.
forward to Celebrity Apex. Edge is our favorite ship. Apex is the next Edge series, and it's the same ship, but like with iterative improvements, and that's always awesome to watch
If you
for.
do want to hang out with us, though, we'll be happy to.
On any of these sailings,
No
come join
pressure.
us. You can help support the site by getting a free no obligation quote and consultation from our awesome partners at Touring Plans Travel. In fact, Len from Touring Plans, he's on with us. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up with Len likes to test the shake for champagne thing in every room. Every spot on the ship, so I'm surprised he didn't show
He
up. and
doesn't do a
start
lot
checking
of
his
day
phone.
drinking, though. We'll catch him later. Except for yesterday, the
Right.
entire day. Yeah, that's true. We were talking about it earlier.
So it's a cruise. It's on
It's a
vacation.
cruise. Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, if you want to help support the site and maybe get an awesome deal with fantastic service from really great people, the same people that have been planning my vacations, our vacations for years, do me a favor, apexcruise.com, or check out the or fill out the purple form. Anywhere on cruisehabit.com. Is the champagne included when you shake?
We
No.
wish.
No. So drinks are like the only thing not included on Virgin Voyages. Generally speaking, the gift shop,
Yeah, and
obviously.
so far they're not. This is something that we'll have to maybe write about or put in the video about later. They don't really do like drink packages in this sort of traditional sense where you pay an amount per day and it's all included. But there are some options for certain types of things where, like, for a period of time, you can have.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
bar crawls and tastings and things like that. But honestly, the drink prices are reasonable.
Yeah.
By South Florida standards, I mean,
Yeah.
any of these cocktails would cost us several dollars more, at least, if we were to go to any
South
sort of
Beach or, like,
not
yeah.
even. I mean, even just like just
home.
outside of Fort Lauderdale Beach or at home in Boca. So if you compare it to a small town in Iowa, probably going to pay a little more for each drink. But like any big city you go to, here the drinks are much cheaper. And they also have ways, if you buy some onboard credit, they'll give you bonus onboard credit if you buy it ahead of time. That helps bring down
And there
the
were
drink
complimentary
prices.
drinks for the sail away party, for instance.
I mean, that was
nice.
maiden voyage thing. I don't.
Oh, maybe that.
I'm not
one.
going to go telling people they're always going to get
Respect.
free champagne.
Yeah, they did have edible glitter in the drinks, though. They were very pretty.
No extra charge for the edible glitter. So yeah, that's and so the shake for champagne. By the way, it's Moët $95 a bottle, whether you shake for champagne or just order it from a bar. I thought that was fair because that's probably $50-$60 bottle on land.
Honestly, yeah, the
So
bottle
that's a
prices
very
for the
nominal
champagnes
premium.
were-
I challenge you to go to any big city and buy a bottle of Moët Chandon at a bar for.
Yeah.
Geez, for even double that, maybe, depending on the bar.
Yeah,
So
it was
I thought it was
reasonably
very,
priced.
very
Yeah.
reasonable. So, anyway, we're going to get going and enjoy more of what Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady has to offer. Make sure you check out the live blog, cruisehabit.com, and follow along on Instagram. We've got lots of pictures on there, and we'll be adding stuff in the next couple of minutes. More stories and posts showing you more. You can see me hanging out with mer people. You can see
There was so much
Larissa
fun.
hanging out with Abby, the hostess. She's like, imagine a cruise director, but more talented. Sorry.
Nice other
No.
cruise
Oh, no.
directors.
Oh, God.
She's
Kidding,
awesome,
guys.
though. She's a
Kidding. No.
very cool lady.
She's very cool and very talented. You can see all sorts of fun stuff. And you can see all the champagne corks from what was a fun day yesterday.
Very fun
and
day.
the day before.
And the first time I've drank before getting tattooed, I was kind of nervous, but it worked out fine. So
Fine, I'm leaving a trail of blood. I'm sure everyone knows that.
and you did blue ball.
So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Look forward to posting more videos showing you guys around the ship when I get back home and do some editing. Check out the live blog. Drew, thank you. I appreciate
for
it
supporting
sincerely. I
all of
appreciate
it.
every one of you that watch, that comment, that like, that subscribe, or that just don't say terribly mean things. I appreciate that. So, thank you all, and I
It
look
is you
forward
too.
we look forward to talking ship with all of you again real soon.
Love you guys.
Run around? Yes, sir.